Here's another process video. So a disclaimer at the very beginning, the amount of research that's gone into this illustration is 0. I made this on a whim and decided to color it. Now, someone who has actually studied this kind of architecture will probably see some mistakes with the proportions and measurements. So just letting you all know, this is just a simple, basic painting demo and not so much a tutorial on how to draw temple architecture. So with that out of the way, to start off with, I was trying to come up with a tool to help me draw perspective forms better. So I came up with this method of colorful squares, and I was fiddling around and I figured I would draw a temple out of it. What I'm going to do for this video is I'll just get through with most of my commentary in the beginning, and that means I'm also going to compress the video, at least the earlier process, so that way most of the manual painting process you can just watch that in peace without my voice interrupting your viewing. To start out coloring, I select chunks of the image with the lasso tool and use gradients to fill them in with colors. Now you can just do a solid fill, but I choose gradients because they give me more ranges of subtle tones later on in the painting process, so I find it helpful that way. Afterwards, I use different layer blending modes and then add lighter or darker tones to build up a sense of lighting in the environment. So with the color base and the blending mode light and dark tones, I build up a general idea of what kind of color scheme and light and shade this picture will have. It's only after I have that much of an idea that I actually dig in and go into manual painting mode. The problem is, if you start out with super detailed manual painting from the very beginning, it can become very hard to modulate all these things across the image. And with that, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the process. So this is the final image. I did some color corrections just to up the contrast a little bit. I also added some extra elements to make it a little bit more interesting because I thought the picture looked a bit bland. I have not included those in this painting video, but I do hope that the painting process for the architecture is a useful resource.